we want to share some thoughts today. Since our last video, one of the things Jacob and I have been looking at is different kinds of technology. He thinks he's Wilson on Home Improvement. You can't only see the top of his eyes. So tell us a little bit about the book itself. What's the name of the book?
It's called Backyard Ballistics. It shows you how to make stuff like potato cannons, fire kites.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Tennis ball mortars, and dynamite, or stuff like dynamite devices.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about today?
Potato cannon.
Okay, if you don't know what a potato cannon is, it's somewhat self-explanatory while Jacob locates the page. You let me know when you're ready. Tell us what you want to tell us about it, and I'll add some extra for you. So what does the potato cannon do? I guess we should start there.
It shoots potatoes.
And what do we use to shoot the potatoes out of?
Hairspray and fire.
Okay, but what does it go in? What's the tube made out of?
Oh, PVC.
So the first time I saw one of these, I was at a place, I was 1990. We were up on a lake in the middle of Wallingford, Vermont, and a friend of mine brought one of these and he put it together, and he was using these, you know, when they first started coming out with those fluorescent green tennis balls, and when he set this thing off, you would hear this noise. It would just go whoop, and then you wouldn't see the tennis ball. It would go up so high. So why don't you tell us why this is interesting to you and what you want to talk about specifically?
Why I find it interesting is because they just think it's cool how it can shoot potatoes off just hairspray, PVC pipe, fire, an igniter, and potatoes.
Okay, have you ever seen one of these go off?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
It's very loud. It gets shot very far, like over 200 yards. And yeah.
And that's why you like it. So
yeah.
One of the things Jacob and I are going to experiment with in the coming days, we just talked a little bit about it, and what we're going to start doing is doing some builds with a variety of things. One of the things that you'll see within our site is we've been looking at some Rube Goldberg machines. My generation, we had a couple. One was called the Time Clock, and the other one was called Mousetrap. And maybe somebody watching this might have one of those games, and we'll actually set it up and utilize it. But part of this is to cross generations and things like that. So what else do you want to add to the potato cannon?
It's not easy to build.
So that's what we're going to be doing. We originally had some intention of doing some things a little differently, but going forward we're going to add some of these type of things, some builds. This book that Jacob had was actually given to me to utilize by my stepson, and so I brought this home just to let Jacob begin to look through it, and that's where we began. So with that said, begin to think about some of the things you might want us to build. We're going to be headed out to an antique store later on. We're going to do a couple of things to find some pieces and find some technology and find some old things that we can utilize. You love holding books in front of you. You're just like Wilson on Home Improvement. Anyways, thanks for being with us.
Bye.